A lot of us have become more self-centered and self-absorbed, that we don't really care about the feelings of the other person while navigating this love space. So the relationship landscape or the dating climate has just become a huge mess a number of people are still trying to extricate themselves from. Before now, we all know about love, dating, courtship, and all. That was a period, right? But this is 2022, and you need to update your dating dictionary. There are a lot of other words to describe the actions of someone you may be interested in or someone that is interested in you that I really believe that you should know, because it's important to really understand what is being done to you when it's done. Because when you know that this is what this person is doing to me, it's much easier for you to dissociate yourself from that situation before it becomes something that can elicit and invoke tears from your eyes. What I'm trying to say in one word is before it causes unnecessary heartbreak. Hi guys, my name is Simi Williams. Thank you so much for watching this video and for clicking on this link. Please, before we continue, kindly subscribe to my channel and also like this video so that you get to, see my new video whenever I update a new episode. So we're going to start off with the first one, and that is situationships. That is common. You know that. I know that. Everybody and their mama knows what situationships mean, right? It's something in between a relationship and a fling. So it's not really serious. It's not really commitment, but it's something that looks like it, but it's not really it. A situationship basically just involves two people entering a relationship out of convenience and not necessarily due to genuine interest. It has an expiry date. Y'all know that y'all are just winging it, right? Probably because it's easy and convenient to do so. The person you are with may just be, say, a co-worker, a classmate, a colleague at work. Y'all know that it doesn't go beyond this level, and there's no vulnerability in this situation. Or there may be, depending on the people in the situationship. At the end of the day, it doesn't really end well, because one person really starts to catch feelings. Someone starts to get jealous. It becomes complicated, and it's just, yeah, it's a mess. You know what situationship is. So the next one is breadcrumbing, and that is leaving proverbial breadcrumbs that may lead someone to believe that you like them. Flirting, sending text messages, sending sultry pictures, and just, playing with the person and courting their attention without the intent of doing anything with it at the end of the day, right? Some guys do this where they like a girl, they're already in a relationship, they are all up in her business, they're asking her how her day went, they're sending her sexy emojis and this and that. But when it's really time for commitment or for them to step up and be a man, they ghost you, which is another word I'm gonna talk about. They ghost, and you don't really hear from them anymore, right? Ladies also do that, where they're trying to be nice to you just to get your money. They are nice to you. They pick your calls when you call. They're cool. They're flirty, but they never make any commitment to you whatsoever. It's also called stringing you along. They're stringing you along and messing with your emotions, arousing your feelings. And when they see that things are about to get real, they bail and go in the opposite direction. That's what breadcrumbing looks like. It's called breadcrumbing, okay? It's just really enough engagement to keep you interested, but definitely unsatisfied, because you are going to want more. And when they see that you're asking and pushing for more that they are of course not willing to give you, they're ghosts, which is the third term we're going to be talking about today. Ghosting. You know what ghosting is. You've done it before. I know I've done it before, where I just ghost you. I don't want to talk to you no more. I block you or something like that. Ghosting is when somebody dies. No, it's not when somebody dies. Ghosting is nothing new in today's modern dating culture. I know what it means to ghost, and I've been ghosted before, and it hurts. It hurts like hell when someone cuts off all communications with you abruptly and suddenly, without any communication whatsoever, without telling you what you did, without explanation. You just don't hear from them anymore. You almost feel like they fell off the face of the earth. The ghoster literally vanishes into thin air without any contact whatsoever. You don't even know how to trace them. And the worst thing about ghosting is it leaves the ghosted person utterly bewildered and confused as to what went wrong. You may find yourself for years and for months, I beg your pardon, wondering what went wrong, and you may never really get closure because it's like you had made a decision to see this person in the next 2 3 days, and all of a sudden you don't hear from them anymore, right? And psychologists have actually said that people who get ghosted have PTSD as a result. They may start having feelings of rejection and feelings of abandonment, especially for someone with self-abandonment issues prior to the time they were ghosted. It can reinforce that narrative to them that they are unworthy, that nobody wants them, nobody really values them that much, and it's really bad at the end of the day. There's really nothing bad in telling someone, like, you know what, I thought I was feeling you, but unfortunately I'm not feeling like that anymore, so I'm gonna suggest we don't talk anymore. So yeah, that's it. Just talk to them. Break off with people with your full chest instead of running away from confrontation and leaving them to pick up the slack. It's really is not appropriate. We are adults now, and I believe you should really act like adults and communicate when things are not really working for you. If you're in a relationship with someone, or you're trying to court someone, or someone is trying to court you, you don't like them, you don't really like what they look like or whatever, just say, hi, thank you for your messages and for checking on me, but I really do not appreciate it like that. I'm not looking to date, or I don't like you like that. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's gotta be. I'd appreciate it if you don't talk to me anymore, because I would not be replying to your messages as from now. Okay, it hurts, right? It's rejection, but at least the person knows that this is where I stand with this person, and I don't keep having hopes of hearing from you or anything like that, right? I think this world would be a much better place if people would just communicate and talk and say what's on their mind. I used to suck at this. I used to suck at this because I was such a people pleaser. I would totally do a disservice to myself just to please other people, because I didn't want anyone to be offended or mad at me. So I would just keep quiet and just keep stomaching the insults, the pain, and the inconvenience, right? But I grew up, right, and I leveled up in my mind, and I realized that I'm not responsible for your feelings. The only thing I'm responsible for here is me. All right. So if it's not working for me, I'm going to let you know that. If you get offended, I'm sorry about that, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So instead of ghosting you, I'm just going to tell you that your behavior is off-putting. I don't want to have to engage with your energy in my space, and I'm off. Period. Orbiting is the new ghosting. Okay. What orbiting looks like is when someone stops talking to you, but they will likely monitor you on social media. Yeah, they are called stalkers, right? They stalk you, they stalk your life, they stalk what you do, your general musings, where you go, the places you go. It's a persistent lurking, but without ever initiating communication with you or any kind of connection whatsoever. One of these days, you can just wake up and see a like on one of your pictures, and you're like, okay, this person is still here. And that's all. They don't say more than that, right? But at intervals, they just make their presence known in your life to tell you that, hi, I'm still here. Hi, I'm watching you. Hi, and all that. That's what orbiting looks like. And from the word orbiting, it means the person is within the perimeter of your life, stalking you, following wherever it is you go. They are updated about your life. As long as you post it on social media, they know about it. They are called stalkers. Okay? After ghosting comes haunting, right? Haunting, that's HAUNTING. And that basically looks like the person popping back in your life. Hunters can just pop up and send you a text message and say something like, hi, how you doing? Just checking in with you. And you're like, oh, it's been 4 months. I've never heard from you. You just ghosted. And all of a sudden you're sending a text message. Now, the message you're sending is not to initiate communication. Let's get that clear. That is, if you've ever fallen into this trap before, I pray you are delivered. But when a ghoster, particularly someone who has ghosted you without any explanation, just sends a message out of the blues, it's not because they have changed, and it's not because they want to reestablish communications with you. It's to mess up the balance in your life and have you thinking about them again, or they're just trying to play with you and see if you still care about them like you used to. These sort of people are just maniacs, right? They are maniacs who don't want you, but at the same time, they want to have your attention. They don't intend to do anything with you, literally, right? But they just like to mess with you and know that they still have access to you. So another one that looks like ghosting is zombieing. Zombieing, when I saw this, I was like, what? Okay. Zombie describes a ghost that pops back into a person's life after months of silence to reestablish connection with them. right? A zombie is a person that has left you for say years even, and out of the blues, all of a sudden, they just call you or send you a text message to reestablish connection with you. They like to lull you into believing that they have changed and they are a new person, but do not fall for it. A leopard never washes off its spots. If someone were to ghost you without apologizing or sending you reasons why they had to ghost like that, and out of the blue to just say, hi, what's up? Can we meet? Or hi, I just wanted to check on you. Do not acknowledge that message. Block them because they are bad news. If they damaged you 50% the first time, this time around they're coming for 100%. Zombies are ghosters who walked away but never left your life. Zombies are ghosters who walked away, ghosted you, but never really left your life because they are still orbiting. They know what you're doing with your life. They know where you're going. They know who you're hanging out with. And if they say that you're doing just well without them, some demon on their inside just has them feeling all kinds of way, and they want to come back into your life and be a part of that seeming success or seeming beauty, right? So they want to see, they want to press your buttons and see that, is there a loophole? Is there a way I can still get back into this girl's life or into this guy's life? If you were to give them that allowance or you give them access to your life, best believe you are signing up for trouble. So if you were to open up your life again and let them back in, whatever semblance of peace you have, they are coming to upset that balance. So do not fall for it. Ghosters are a no-no. The slow fade. If ghosting is an abrupt end to a relationship, a slow fade is death by 1,000 cuts. A slow fade happens over time, with one person in the relationship gradually pulling away from, the other person. They don't make it direct or, all up in your face, right? It's subtle. You almost cannot feel that they are withdrawing, but at some point you eventually realize that this person is no longer in this relationship with me. And it also still boils down to people not willing to communicate and just be truthful and honest and forthright and upright. Instead of having a slow but difficult conversation leading to a breakup, a slow fade is a drawn out and painful recession that is often intended to soften the blow of an heartbreak. And I know that you may have done this before, where you know that you are no longer interested in this person, like you don't love them anymore. You'd much rather be out of the relationship than in it. But because you don't know how to tell that person, you begin to give attitude. And all of a sudden you are giving one-word answers. Hi, I'm good. You? How was your day? It was fine. Yours? Someone that you can have a 2-hour conversation with sometimes, 5 hours conversation sometimes. It's now 10 minutes with a lot of dead air in between, right? That is what a slow fade really looks like in a relationship. That's the term, the dating term for that behavior. It's called the slow fade. Your relationship may be in that phase right now, right? It may be in that phase right now. If you I will often tell people in relationships, stop assuming. Assume nothing. If nothing is unclear to you, if all of a sudden you're feeling a certain kind of way, your body knows when the person you're with is not 100% with you. It's not keeping it 100. Do not disregard that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach and assume that it will blow over. It never does blow over. If your heart is really true to this person and all of a sudden they are withdrawing, all of a sudden they are ghosting, all of a sudden they are playing pranks on you, you almost can tell. And instead of just assuming that things will be fine, call them out on it. Hi babe, how are you? I realized that over the past couple of days, our communication hasn't really been smooth. Is there anything you'd like to talk to me about? Do you still want to be in this relationship? Are you still in love with me? Because I have reasons to believe that you are not. If you feel like I'm not it for you anymore and you don't want to be with me anymore, please just let me know. I promise I wouldn't get angry. I would totally understand. In fact, I would thank you for letting me know now than later. Ask them, because some people will never tell you. They will do this slow fade up until a point, then they ghost. Right? That's it. That's how it happens. People don't just ghost. Well, some people do. Those are cycles. Cushioning is when you are in a relationship, but you have a lot of people you are chatting with, flirting with, and all that. But you're in a relationship. That's called cushioning. And it's called cushioning because in the event that you break up, you have a lot of people around you that will help you to cushion the effect of that breakup. Now, social media has made this really easy with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can literally chat to a lot of people across several media platforms, and that will help you in the long run. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pass judgment, but that's the word. Okay, that's the word. You're welcome. Player then comes on the football pitch to take over, right? So that's what happens in that relationship. When you have a lot of people on the sidelines, or have someone on the sidelines that you're just keeping there, not with the intent to date them, but just to have them there just in case, like a placeholder, right? Yeah. And benching is so easy to do. It's really so easy to do. Just send them a snap, send them a photo, a cute text message, right? Just doing the bare minimum just to keep them on standby, such that in the event that you may eventually need them, it's not going to be awkward reaching out to them or taking them out on a date, right? If there's any of this you're doing to some person, and please stop. It's not okay to mess around with people's feelings. It's terrible, it's bad. It has left a lot of people damaged and broken because they felt they meant more to someone. At the end of the day, they realized that they were just, a benchy, all right? And it's really not cool. It's really not cool. The dating scene and the dating climate is really intemperate right now, inclement right now, terrible right now, and that's because people really are not honest. We try to string ourselves along. We are not honest and straightforward, right? And that's just why the dating scene is really just messed up. If people would be more forthcoming with what they truly want from you, then you will know what you are signing up for, and you will not end up getting your heart broken at the end of the day. So I really want to implore you and urge you to please do not do unto others what you will not want done unto you. And if you are being breadcrumbed, this applies to ladies a lot, even to guys. There's some guys that are so nice. They are so nice, and they're there for the lady. They are all up in her business. They are pursuing her, but she doesn't like them. But she doesn't let them know that she doesn't like them. What she does is she collects their money, she bills them, acts cute, once in a while, lets them take her out on dates. But on that day, she's taking pictures without them, of course, featuring in the photo. She's doing all this other stuff, just using the guy for his money, and not really because she likes the guy. So she breadcrumbs the guy long enough until he realizes that this guy is not really into me, and then he breaks it off. So if you are being breadcrumbed, I ruled out the signs that you are being breadcrumbed. Please do not let yourself be taken for granted. If the energy is not really matching yours, walk away. All right, and with that, I've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Whichever one you relate with or that's been done to you before, write that in the comment section below. I have experienced ghosting, I've experienced orbiting, I've experienced zombieing, and I made a mistake of allowing the person back into my life. Oh well, that's a story for another day. I'm going to share that on this channel. Just stay tuned. Stick around, okay? Thank you so much. That'll be all. Thanks. Bye. See you.